Hello class, good day. So I welcome you to another section of this course. This is module 6, which implies that this is the 6th video that I will be making for this course, speech writing. And the topic that I will be treating for this module is writing stages. So now let's look at the contents of the module. We have the stages in writing. We have writing, we have pre-writing and post-writing. So these are the contents of the module. So for the introductory part, we have the writing stage. Is a critical phase of the communication process where ideas are transformed into tangible words, sentences and paragraphs that convey meaning and purposes. So it is a dynamic and iterative process that involves planning, drafting, revising, editing and proofreading. During this stage, writers bring their ideas to life, shaping and refining their message to effectively engage and communicate with their intended audience. So the writing stage requires a combination of creativity, critical thinking, and technical skills, as writers must balance content, the structure and style to produce a cohesive and compelling text. Whether writing a report, an essay or an article, or even a social media post, the writing stage is where the writer's vision takes shape and their message is crafted to inform, to persuade or entertain the audience. So we're looking at the meaning of writing now. So the meaning of writing. So writing involves using symbols like letters to create words, sentences and larger text to express thoughts, ideas or information. It is a way to communicate across time and space. So writing, as defined by scholars in the field of linguistics, literary theory and communication studies, is a socially situated multimodal practice of representing language through graphic symbols in order to externalize, in order to preserve and convey meaning across time and space. And this definition is according to Kaufman and Schoen 2019. It is not merely a mechanical transcription of speech, but an epistemic activity that shapes thought, enables abstraction, and facilitates the development. So now we have the stages in writing. So when we look at the stages in writing, the stages involved in writing could be broadly categorized into three. We have the pre-writing stage, we have the writing stage and the post-writing stage. And the explanation under that is that just as the name implies, we have the stages, the three stages of writing. We have pre-writing, which means before writing, those stages, those events that need to happen, those decisions that need to be made, those actions that need to be taken before writing. And we also have the writing stage, which is the main part where the writer is able to express his or herself and his or her vision. Then we have the post-writing stage. Also, as the name implies, it means after writing. These are the stages of the stages in writing. So now let's look at the pre-writing stage. The pre-writing stage is the initial phase of the writing process where you brainstorm, you plan and gather ideas before you start drafting. The pre-writing stage involves many activities. One of such activities is finding a subject, that is, finding what to write on, and that is planning. So this stage involves organizing your thoughts and ideas, outlining the structure of your writing, and determining the main points you want to cover. This involves selecting a subject that interests you, aligns with the assignment, and is manageable in scope. Consider your knowledge your available resources, and the purpose of your writing. Make sure the topic is neither too broad nor too narrow when we are talking about the stage, pre-writing stage. Make sure that your topic is neither too broad nor too narrow for your needs. The following guidelines should be the guidelines mentioned above should be followed when choosing a topic. So we have the pre-writing stage also, in which we have the planning. When we're talking about the pre-writing stages, we have planning. This stage involves organizing your thoughts and ideas, outlining the structure of your writing, and determining the main points you want to cover. So we have another stage. We have choosing the topic. It involves selecting the topic that interests the writer and aligns with the assignment the writer or the speech the writer wants to write about. We have outlining. This is the process of organizing ideas and information into a structured plan before you start writing them. A good outline should possess the following features, which are brevity, focus on the audience, and the show paragraph division and showing paragraph division. Now we have the post-writing stage. The post-writing stage, also known as the revision or editing stage, is the final phase of the writing process. It involves reviewing and refining your work after the initial writing is complete. During this stage, you critically assess your writing, focusing on clarity, coherence, and effectiveness. You might start by reading through your work to get a general sense of the content, then move on to more specific aspects. And this stage can be also regarded to as revision. That is, the post-writing stage involves revising. So to conclude, writing entails both forward and backward movements. It encompasses writing and rewriting. It is multifaceted process. In some, the writing process unfolds through a series of interlocking stages that together transform a vague intention into a polished communicative artifact. Pre-writing establishes purpose, audience, and context through brainstorming, research, and planning. And drafting translates this idea into feasible context. Thank you.